Classic a bit between the Bayern 04 Leverkusen and the Bayern Munich Football Club a bit over last week. When it comes to these particular two clubs meeting for themselves, they've not been able to meet for the first time in the UCL when it comes to knockout stage because of say one, Papa friend said, and as a team friend said, Bayern Munich has been in a consistent winning streak when it comes to the UEFA Champions League, and then in the last 14 Champions League knockouts, they've been able to progress from any other kind of knockout stage meeting a facing. And when it comes to Bayern for Leverkusen, apart from the later part of 2000s when they went in the final against the Real Madrid Football Club, they were not able. And also in the latter part of 2005-2006, or to the 160 stage, they were not able to qualify. So this will be a crucial moment between Xabi Alonso and then Vincent Kompany meeting for that particular time. And last week, Bayern Munich Football Club team share by 04 Leverkusen by 3-0. Any game will be an exciting encounter. Bayern 04 Leverkusen. But then this will be the probable starting 11 for the side of Bayern Munich Football Club. This is the basic tactical formation for Papa defensive some company, because when he actually progress, he makes sure say he will play the 4-2-3-1 tactical formation on your tactical board, and he will make sure say in the 4-2-3-1 tactical formation he will play two pivotal scissors, which will be Joshua Kimmich and Pavlovic. Say in Juma, he will actually have Konrad Laimer to actually support that kind of midfield role. Joshua Kimmich and Pavlovic will actually play in that particular midfield, but over there in attacking force, Timbianobo in that particular wide system. But then there has been a new method of Papa friend service and company. It's not that exact method of boy in the last 10 games for the side of Bayern Munich, but then he has been able to reinvent another tactical method. As I'm buying the tactical analysis, I'll try to explain the tactical method that Papa service and company has actually utilized in that kind of tactical formations that what India are having for Bayern Munich Football Club. The tactical frontal attacking three, for the side of Bayern Munich will be Michael Olise, Jamal Musiala, and Nabri, who will lead the attacking fronts for the side of Bayern Munich for this particular encounter in the evening. And the Harry Kane, in the last 10 Champions League games, he has been able to score close to about 9 goals in the UEFA Champions League this season. It is telling you, say, when it comes to the UEFA Champions League, if you are actually looking for a goal-poaching attacker, you actually talk about Harry Kane, and he will be the man who will lead the attacking show for the side of Bayern Munich Football Club. But this is the tactical moment of Papa Efrense, Vincent Kompany, when he tries to make a quick transition for himself. But then in football, we have ways of progressing in football, and we have ways of doing so many things just to stabilize most of the things out there in the field of play. And Bayern Munich Vincent Kompany has been able to make sure that when it comes to attacking progressions into the attacking third, he is there in the offensive way. When it comes to the defensive way, he is there. So these two movements are Vincent Kompany, the first way in the progression. One is the attacking offensive way, and then the defensive structure of Bayern Munich Football Club, and this is the exact defensive structure of Bayern Munich Football Club. He makes sure say will actually progress in the 4-2-3-1 tactical formation when it's actually progressing. That's what will make sure so a bit more packet the opponents in the half space of that particular center fielder. He will try to progress in the 4-2-2 manner, which will make sure so the 4-2-2 manner will be a creative, balanced tactical formation. That particular tactical formation can easily vary at any moment in time. So in the 4-back, he tried to actually strengthen and also widen up the 4-back system, making sure that Manonoa will be that center of progression, who will start the transition for the side of Bayern Munich Football Club, and then game a bit in about for the side of Bayern Munich Football Club. This is how he does it. The side of Kim Min-jae and then Dayo Upamecano in that particular tactical defensive structure of Bayern Munich Football Club. Over here, the side of Pavlovic and Joshua Kimmich are actually in line. This is a particular vertical midfield role. Joshua Kimmich and then Pavlovic will actually line up for, the side of Bayern Munich Football Club in the tactical field of that particular midfield. Then you go into the transition of the attacking front. Jamal Musiala this time around, or yet that kind of offensive midfield at Tembiano, or Timiko Enimu Ekojibo, Etimi transition the Harry Kane. But this time around, he always loves to track in deep in. Sinebeya, he will actually attract a lot of followers from the opponents into the attacking box of that particular midfield. So this particular evening, it's a way who Jamal Musiala matching up 1-to-1 with Jonathan Tah in the attacking third and also in the defensive structure of Bayern 04 Leverkusen. You will try to see Jamal Musiala will also come in deep into the midfield just to support Joshua Kimmich and then Pavlovic in the midfield of Bayern Munich Football Club. But when it comes to attacking third, the two pivotal citizens bang the defensive structure. The two attackers will be in line in the midfield, and the other two pivotal, attackers, will make sure to make close in the gap, just to close the gating system of Bayern 04 Leverkusen. So this is how Papa said the same Kompany try to transition when he's actually playing against any other opponent. Now, when you move on to my second picture, now this will be the half-back positional role for the side of Bayern Munich Football Club. McCarthy said when they actually transition in the 4-2-2 system, they vary in movement of way. But then when they get you in the opponent box, they do it in the 3-2-2 system. The 3-2-2 system is when they actually try in a high border positional role for the side of Bayer Leverkusen. So you get that open and the king coming in to closing the gap for the side of the opponent. So Fakye most of the opponents in their half space. So you wouldn't get the chance to transition most of these going to the attacking third, because why? They have a certain Joshua Kimmich, they have Pavlovic, they have Dayo Upamecano, who can easily do that cover shadow in terms of so recover a lot of passes, either from the laterals of Papa, defensive Jeremy Frimpong, and I said Alexander Grimado in that particular attacking weight for Bayer 04 Leverkusen. When it becomes so difficult, Alfonso Davies and Rafael Guerrero are there, and they can easily do that particular cover shadow for the side of Bayern Munich Football Club, and on right here on your tactical board. So this is the 3-2-3-2-2 tactical formation for the same Kompany when he tried to actually make sure to be a lot of offensive approach for the side of Bayern 04 Leverkusen. But then Ahanum in the attacking front and Konfasuyen and Yema. This is a clear combination of Jamal Musiala and Michael Olise. It's either between Michael Olise, Jamal Musiala, or either between Michael Olise and then Serge Gnabry in the tactical front. When you're actually making sure who defending against Bayern Munich, they don't just penetrate vertically and answer horizontally, but they penetrate in most of the acute angles they will find in the opponent box. This is a half space depicting box. So maybe I'm just saying is these particular two attackers they will try to make that combination of the uno dos tactical formation in the attacking force of Bayern Munich Football Club. And this is the exact moment you get Jamal Musiala and then Michael Olise to make that kind of collaborative passes into the attacking third, just for them to depend in the half space of Bayer 04 Leverkusen. Bayer 04 Leverkusen. That's a meet. This will be the tactical lineup of Xabi Alonso side for the side of Bayer 04 Leverkusen. You get the 3-4-2-1 tactical system, just like Ruben Amorim tactical system for Manchester United, but this one a different kakra, because you get Alex Garcia and Granit Xhaka who try to hold that compactable midfield for Xabi Alonso side for Bayer 04 Leverkusen. Jeremy Frimpong, Alex Grimado will actually make sure they will be the spinning wheels of that tactical midfield of Bayer 04 Leverkusen, who will transition a lot of passes, making runs to the attacking third with my supporting Adley and then Florent Wirtz in attacking third. Victor Boniface will be that hard striking positional role for the side of Bayer 04 Leverkusen, but then in a difficult moment. So I'm going the three tactical formation and defensive structure. Papa defensive Alex Garcia and Ezekiel Palacios, who can easily do that dual job for the side of Bayer 04 Leverkusen. So more tactical midfield, he can easily come in as a hybrid midfielder just to support Tapsoba, Hermoso, and Jonathan Tah in that particular tactical lineup over here. But this is quite Papa friend say Xabi Alonso to try to make a lot of close compaction. All those amateurs in the tactical board, they make a lot of 3-4-2-1 tactical system on the tactical board. But then when they are transition, back will draw ever back, because you are having Papa Alex Garcia who come in just to become an auxiliary and a hybrid midfielder to support Tapsoba and Jonathan Tah. So a lot of progression. They don't progress in the 3-back just like on your tactical board, but then they progress in your 4-back, because over here you get Alex Garcia who will draw back just to start the initial progression of the transition for the side of Bayer 04 Leverkusen. But when you are talking about Bayer 04 Leverkusen transitioner, Papa Xabi Alonso has actually invented one particular 6-second rule system, just like Pep Guardiola for Manchester City. So when you are playing someone or an idealistic coach who actually believes in a total dominance football, their principle is just clear. When you lose the ball, for them to start in a quick transition, you need to start with a 6-second ball rule that can help you to recover the ball very fast. So what you might check Bayer 04 Leverkusen, even meeting against Bayern Munich last week now, we won the first leg now. The quickest way of making a lot of progression was about 6.2 seconds on the field of play. It tells you Papa Alex Garcia and Granit Xhaka in the midfield, how they try to make the 6-second ball possession rules effective in the tactical field. This is powerful. So the 4-2-2 tactical system, just like the Kompany transition, will be that same boa. Papa Zabi Alonso will try to make, but Ahanomo the threat back when he actually makes sure say or starting with the build up and answer the high build up for that particular positional role. You get the midfield or midfield. I hear a lot of 4 midfield players in that particular midfield, making sure say the 4 attackers will create a lot of numerical superiority into the attacking third. The same thing. 3-2-4. They create a lot of numerical superiority into the attacking third, trying to make sure that they will oppose in a lot of offensive advantage. No matter man making a lot of shots into the attacking third. But and then it is going to be a decisive nature for the side of Bayern for Leverkusen. This is Jamal Musiala and a heat map for Bayern Munich Football Club. If you are looking at a young chap in the tactical formation of Bayern Munich, Obetima stepping up at their Momwa, Jamal Musiala, this particular heat map, you easily assume say make one sense or drop it deep. No, he doesn't come deep into the defensive structure of Bayern Munich or Manchester opponents have, but then he depends on that kind of zone 14 of the opponents. He was also depending in the tactical midfield of Bayern Munich Football Club just to create a lot of availability of spaces for the surrounding players over him. And then you get Joshua Kimmich progressive passes this season for the side of Bayern Munich. This season in the UEFA Champions League, who will be more accurate passes is about Joshua Kimmich. 8 and 9 accurate passes into the attacking third. He has been successful for that particular accurate of passes and that kind of tactical front. For Joshua Kimmich, it tells you so when he tried to make a lot of offensive passes, he do almost in that particular right flanks of Bayern Munich or Manchester offensive halves, and then he makes sure in the zone 14 he will make a lot of balance and also with a lot of creating of balance in attacking just to create a lot of spaces for either Hurricane, for either Jamal Musiala, for Serge Gnabry and Michael Olise to actually depend. But Michael Olise penetrating passes is actually superb, boss. It is actually superb. Also depending, just like Papa, your friend said Joshua Kimmich will depend in the right flanks now. Papa, your friend said Michael Olise also depending in that particular right flanks of Bayern Munich Football Club. So meaning say Bayern Munich here transitioner, they need to create a lot of overload in the right flanks of Manchester opposition. But the biggest game in the 1965 season.
I count 2 minutes.
In the 1965 season, we saw Barcelona and Benfica marching into the finals of UEFA Champions League. For the first time, Benfica to Barcelona by 3-2, and that particular time, Barca 4. The second time that they met was in the 1991-1992 season, and that was the quarterfinal of the UEFA Champions League. That was the dream team of FC Barcelona when they score Benfica by 3-2, advancing the semi-final stage of the UEFA Champions League. The next time was 2005-2006 season. That time, home and away, the first leg in the course was Lisbon. It was actually draw between Barcelona and then Benfica. The next time, Camp Nou, Barcelona was able to score Benfica by 3-2 in the quarterfinal of the Champions League 2005-2006 season, and they graduate to actually won that kind of 2005-2006 season against Arsenal in that particular UEFA Champions League. And there again, 2013-2014, they met. Bayern, Barca, Timiche, Benfica. The last time Benfica, Timiche, Barca in the UEFA Champions League in the group stage, I think was far back 2021-2022 season, and that has been that particular ultimate game between these particular two football clubs. That particular games, boss, we are actually having. Some I can't watch and say Barca will win. Barca will win. Barca will win. But Flake, a genius.